Hey guys, what's up? My name is Mel, aka Mesmerizing. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about how to establish a workout routine that is consistent and it involves a lot of discipline. I am doing what a few of you guys need to do, which is go outside, touch grass. So before we get into like the actual workouts and what I do or what I've done to lose almost 100 pounds, I do want to talk about where I was, the headspace I was in when I first started working out about 2 or 3 years ago. And that was a very different version of myself. I was very depressed, and the gym was honestly my outlet to let out all that sadness, all that anger that I had and what was going on in my life. With that, I do want to be super transparent with everybody watching. There were substances that I was taking and honestly abusing that allowed me to feel more euphoric while I was working out, and that pushed me. I think I'm going to make a different video on diet, like specifically like what I would eat in a day. But in general, I haven't cut anything out of my diet since starting. It's just maintain your own internal check of moderation. If you're having rice, it's okay. If you're having cake, etc., it's okay. Make sure that you're having more protein, way more veggies. I don't count calories at all. I want to. I think that it would help me get like super lean, but I really just can't because I don't care. If I'm hungry, I'll eat it. And I think that ends up translating to the most long-term success, because I've seen a lot of people that will cut a bunch of things out of their diet, lose weight super fast, and then once they start eating those things again, they gain all the way back just because it's not sustainable. Consistency in eating moderately healthy, doesn't have to be super healthy, with exercise. That's how you'll see the most success. And that's how you'll see linear growth too. I mean, it's normal to plateau, so at one point if you do plateau, you're gonna have to mix it up. Continue to challenge yourself, right? Because that's how you'll keep seeing growth and keep becoming the better version of yourself.
You know you can't be lazy.
Sorry, I'm like picking at the grass. What's also really important regarding exercise is establishing a workout like schedule, like something that you can keep yourself to, so that you know what days of the week that you should go instead of going on a whim. Because then when you're just going whenever you kind of feel like it, you're not setting a routine. I guess it depends on the person, but I'm somebody that personally works out Monday, Wednesday, and ideally on Fridays too. If I'm not working out, that means I'm at work, my day job, or I still do a lot of active things just because I like being outside, right? So I love tanning, I love going for walks, I love going to the forest near my house, and that stuff helps too. But back to what I was saying, I get really excited for Mondays, I get really excited for Wednesdays, because I know that those are the days where I'm going to challenge myself and where I can be where I love to be. So yeah, about 2 or 3 days a week, and every time I go, it is for about almost 3 hours. And that's just what works for me. I do full body every time I go. I know people like to go 5 or 6 times a week and will work out specific parts of their body or do the push-pull method. And personally, I cannot be the type of person that goes 5 or 6 times a week. I have way too much shit to do. I'd rather dedicate more time in less days, because the math adds up to about the same, about the average. Yeah. My personal routine is impacted by my gender. I do way more focus on legs. As you can see, I don't skip arm day though, right? But arms are just not super important to me in that aspect of challenging myself. So many of my exercises and most of my routine is definitely leg dominant, glute bias. Definitely do your own research, find out out what other people are doing. Find out what's right for your body. If my routine of 2 to 3 days a week isn't for you, then don't go 2 to 3 days a week, right? Don't listen to what somebody's saying just because you see that they've had results. Listen to your body, stay true to what you want to do for yourself. I have years of videos that I've been gatekeeping because I haven't known what to do with them and I've just been holding them. So, first up is the
Click a motherfucking down.
The step climber. So important. If you want abs and if you want to do a fun cardio, do the Stairmaster. I do recommend some type of cardio, at least before or after your workout. For me, it's before, with resistance bands, and the way I do it just allows me to feel like I'm growing my hips, my booty. I do 5 minutes of kicks, ideally, and I do the kicks a certain way so that it is like a hip growth bias. After those 5 minutes, I just do regular climbing at an accelerated pace, and lean a bit forward, which is also some sort of glute bias, and you'll feel it. Like at the end of my 10-minute session on the Stairmaster, I am dripping in sweat. So after the Stairmaster, then I like to do a few arm workouts, anything to work out your biceps, triceps, back. A lat pull is something that I like to do often, or the rows. And for every single type of compound or machine-based exercise, I don't count my reps. Every single machine or exercise that I do is till exhaustion. Number one, because I have ADHD and I can't keep count. Number two, I just want to force myself to do as much as I can, to be honest. So ideally it will be 3 sets, but till exhaustion most of the time. Unless it's something that, it's something that you're doing 1 by 1, or like legs 1 by 1, then yeah, I gotta keep count, of course. It just goes back to challenging myself. That's what I get the satisfaction from. Being stronger, being faster, just continuing to figure out where my limit is. So then after arms, go all the way down. The amount of weight doesn't really matter as long as you're, in my opinion, doing it until you can't anymore. But just listen to your body. When you're doing a lot of these exercises, you can listen to what your muscles feel. If you really tune in to like the reps and the movement, you will feel where you're targeting. And it's important to do so, to not do it mindlessly, to not just go through the motions of any exercise that you're doing, but to actually take your time, do it with all the power that you have, and to actually feel that burn in whatever muscle you're targeting. So yeah, I'll do squats, I'll do deadlifts, I'll do leg press. Let's see. Oh, hip abduction and hip adduction. That's awesome. I'm gonna just walk around, see what machine I haven't used before, see what people are doing. It's okay to watch people in the gym. That's how I learned most of my tricks and footing, what to do to see certain results. But just don't be weird about it. There's men in the gym that I swear that they've never seen a beautiful woman that is strong in their life, because the way that they stare at me is honestly fucking creepy. But I stare back. It's okay to have a staring competition in the gym too. What else? So yeah, after cardio, arms and then legs, I'll do abs, which is fun too. So bicycle crunches. There's a few exercises for abs that I don't know the name of, just because I've seen people do it and I copy them. Or fitness instructors that have seen me doing certain ab exercises and have been like, hold up, you can do it like this, it's better. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna listen to you, thanks. And yeah, sorry, the sun is moving, so I'm gonna move too. If I didn't have the gym, I would have ended it all, honestly. And I hate laughing.